Hi, how you doing? In this video, we definitely aren't going to talk about grappling. I want to tell you why I'm proud to be an assistant coach within the scientific wrestling movement, and why I took the decision to become an official affiliate of them. But like I said, I'm not going to talk about grappling at all. Not wrestling, not BJJ, not nothing. I am going to talk about fried chicken. Fried chicken used to be really popular a long time ago. Here in England, lots of different regions had their own recipes, and while some were a bit odd, mostly it was all pretty amazing. It gradually became less and less popular, partly because people were selling crap that looked a bit like chicken at first glance, but clearly wasn't when you looked closely. Until, in the early 90s, a family from Brazil showed the world just how amazing good fried chicken could be. Nowadays, there's fried chicken everywhere. Most of it says it's Brazilian fried chicken, but sometimes it's really not. Sometimes people take whatever recipes they can find from anyone and anywhere and chuck it all in a bowl and call it fried chicken. And you know what? That can be pretty nice too. There are some people that add in weird crap you'd never expect. They don't even really call it fried chicken. They make up their own funky names. But it still kind of is. And a lot of the time, the weird crap works. Those are the 10th Planet guys, in case you haven't figured it out. There are people out there who focus on making really traditional Brazilian fried chicken, the way it was 30 or 40 years ago. And in reality, that's bloody delicious. But from my perspective, I've always really loved those old styles of fried chicken, the recipes I can trace back hundreds of years, that come from the place I'm from. They're kind of spicy, and definitely not for everyone. I'd argue that you have to be pretty tough to get past the initial pain from the spices to truly appreciate how delicious and delicate it can really be. But while it's definitely my favourite, it's the one I've been eating for by far the longest, I'm really happy to dive into any and all other styles of fried chicken. The people that make the really traditional Brazilian stuff have massively improved my spicy fried chicken. And I'd like to think that some of the traditional folk who've experienced my style of chicken have maybe had their eyes opened to the fact that there's a different way. So what I want is for all of us to keep making the type of fried chicken we love the best, to experiment and try each other's styles and all improve the overall quality of fried chicken across the world. I don't want it to become some homogenous, generic, bland chicken that pushes all the others out. I don't want everyone to be eating exactly the same chicken. I want to keep those old styles alive and show people who haven't tried it before just how incredible old-fashioned British fried chicken can be. I want people to know that while the old Brazilian fried chicken chefs were clearly amazing and have done an incredible amount to revive fried chicken, there are other sources of fried chicken out there, other old-timers who were just as good, that maybe learning from their lineage might be exactly what you need to perfect your own style of fried chicken. And so I think that's absolutely clear in every possible way. That's why I've been training with scientific wrestling for well over a decade, why I'm really proud to officially be part of it now. I want to keep the techniques, the styles, the unique body of knowledge of some of the greatest wrestlers of all time alive. I want to show as many people as possible that the atrocious technique you often see in pro wrestling isn't the truth. I want to stand arm in arm with my brothers and sisters from Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, from 10th Planet, from CSW, and show the world that catch wrestling is the equal of any of them. I want to stand and be a proud part of the lineage of Billy Riley, Carl Gotch, Billy Robinson. I want to let the world know that fighters like Josh Barnett and Kazushi Sakuraba weren't flukes. They were part of a clearly defined tradition of grappling, a tradition that's still alive today, that's slowly but surely growing, a tradition that works. I want people to be familiar with terms like half-halch, sprag and grovet, though I do love it when somebody asks me what a grovet is, and I get to answer by saying, "Come here, I'll show you." I want people in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to see that while Mitsuyo Maeda was primarily a judoka, He spent over a decade travelling the world as a professional wrestler before he got to Brazil. That Masahiko Kimura, another judoka with a stint as a professional wrestler, trained alongside Carl Gotch, a wrestler who refined his craft at Riley's gym in Wigan. And that none of that takes away from how amazing BJJ is. What makes Brazilian jiu-jitsu better than judo, other than good marketing of course, is the fact that some of those spices from my style of fried chicken got into their recipe at the very start. So, if you're a grappler, or even if you just want to be, find a scientific wrestling school near you. The numbers are growing. Give it a try. If there isn't one near you, get along to one of the 3-day camps and try it for yourself. You might have to travel, but there are more of them springing up as well. Then, once you've done that, maybe look at becoming an affiliate yourself. After all, what harm can it do? So, over to you. What do you think? Can different styles of grappling exist harmoniously alongside one another, or will it all end up as one big homogeneous mess of grappling? Stick something in the comments. Let me know what you think. But don't tell me that I've spoken about chicken too much because, metaphor aside, fried chicken's pretty awesome. And for those of you still here at the very end, fight team!